management skills. Introduction to self-management. Self-management is an important skill, and it is a fundamental skill that everyone should possess for a healthy lifestyle. Have you ever seen some people that are always calm in difficult situations? It's because they know how to manage themselves in tough times. Self-management is a thorough and lengthy process, and you need to breeze through it and grasp the topic explained in this chapter to proceed towards a healthier and happier life. Importance of self-management. As we have read before, self-management is not a very hard concept to grasp. It means how we manage and control things around us. It helps us in many ways, like becoming better and more successful learners. It also helps us learn new techniques to approach our day-to-day behaviors and activities effectively. When we talk about studying, I know we get distracted very easily and can't concentrate for a long time. This is where self-management helps. It will help make the process easier and more productive. Developing good habits. Building habits is another great way to manage yourself. Habits are essential for everyone, but even more so for those who make decisions. They reduce the fatigue of the decision, leaving you to focus on what is critical. If something has become a habit, you do it whether it's a morning exercise or all the time you manage your email at a particular time each day. I have learned by trying to figure out how to make a habit of starting with something small and easily accessible. For example, if you want to dedicate time to brainstorming ideas every morning, start writing down one point each day. You can always build a habit. Overcoming bad habits. Here are some ideas for overcoming bad habits differently. Choose another way to overcome your bad habit. You need to plan for what you will do when faced with stress or boredom causing your bad habit. What if you feel like doing something that's not productive? Study a chapter and then give yourself a well-deserved break. Cut as many triggers as you can. If you are a person who watches too much TV, try to hide the remote in the cupboard in a separate room. Makes it easier for you to break free from bad habits by avoiding the things that cause them. Reaching our goals. We are always taught to make a routine, a to-do list of tasks that needs to be done. That indeed stop us from procrastination. Procrastination or delaying chores is a severe vice, and it stops you from reaching our goals. Creating a bulleted list of assignments with a timetable does help in finishing work, which prevents us from being sluggish. You should set a plan to achieve in a time frame set by you. Please take it as a challenge, a dare against yourself, and once you reach it, you have overcome your vices by then. Overcoming challenges and difficulties in life. In this digital era, everything is here to distract you from your target in life, be it electronic devices, social media, or video games. The challenge to resist the temptation of giving in is a huge one, and you must overcome this. There are a few ways to break free from facing obstacles in life. Let go of stress, anxiety, and fear by accepting where you are and what you have. Whatever that is, it is your life at this time. Although temporary, assuming it will help you release. Meditation enables you to learn and practice acceptance. Accepting where you are now and what you will allow you to let go of stress, anxiety, and fear. Take a step back when facing a particular challenge. While you should feel your feelings, you should remain objective when deciding how to proceed. You have to face your fears first to overcome them. It's likewise there is an underlying fear that you are facing. Identify and define what you are fearful of in the situation. Then determine how to approach it. By practicing gratitude, you can reframe your definition of a challenge and ultimately you will be happier. In the end, we do tend to live in our comfort zones. So, when something new occurs, we may feel like we can't cope. Therefore, practicing gratitude helps you reframe your definition of a challenge. You will also find yourself happier in the long run. Important terms in self-management. To be productive in your life, you need a set of rules and disciplines that you set by yourself. Developing your self-management skills will get you there if you want that appraisal. We intend to use this section to discuss the importance of self-management and ways to improve your performance at work through self-management skills. In everyday life, self-management skills enable you to diligently manage your work, time, and yourself without relying on anyone other than yourself. Self-awareness. Self-awareness involves reflecting on and introspecting on oneself to be able to see oneself clearly and objectively. It can boost personal development by being proactive, accepting, and developing ourselves positively. We can be self-aware when we have self-control, work creatively and productively, and feel pride in our work and self-esteem. As a result, we make better decisions. It can improve our performance, our ability to communicate, and our self-confidence and well-being. For example, if you constantly doubt yourself or are less confident, you will underestimate yourself and hence you will not accept complex challenges. Once you are self-aware and know your limits, you will be sure of yourself and keep on facing your fears. Self-control. To achieve long-term goals, self-control sets humans apart from other animals, a critical component of the executive function. A group of skills that allows one to plan, monitor, and achieve goals is the ability to regulate emotion and behavior. Self-control is often referred to as willpower from school to work, and it helps people focus despite competing stimuli. It found that it can use reward strategies, routines, and mindfulness practices to have better habits and help in behavior control over time. It is acknowledging the triggers that derail self-control. For example, one's determination to eat healthy can weaken by the sights and smells emanating from a neighborhood bakery. Still, if one takes a different route that avoids the bakery, one is more likely to maintain it. Self-confidence. Confidence in one's judgment, capabilities, and abilities is all about self-confidence. When we perceive ourselves mastering skills and completing goals, we get a sense of self-efficacy. It gives us hope that we can succeed if we learn and work hard in a specific field. This kind of self-assurance motivates people to take on challenging tasks and persevere in the face of disappointments. Problem-solving skills. Problem-fixing abilities require fast figuring out the intrinsic trouble and enforcing a solution. These abilities assist you in resolving problems quickly and effectively. To achieve better problem-solving skills, you should analyze the reason for the undesirable situation. Consider alternative interventions that could help you achieve your goal. Analyze the most effective solutions, put a plan into action, measure effectiveness. For example, you may face a situation where you can't understand the basics of your assigned project. In such cases, please take charge of resolving a problem before it becomes worse by arranging a meeting with your superior. Self-motivation. In its most basic form, motivating yourself is what drives you to work hard. It is a crucial skill to motivate yourself to keep going despite setbacks. Pursue opportunities and demonstrate commitment to what you want to accomplish. For example, getting things done on time and starting new projects positively impact personal growth. Staying focused on the task at hand without getting distracted are a few examples of self-motivation. Personal hygiene and grooming. In the first place, have good practices and be healthy. It would help if you stayed energetic and efficient while working. Eat healthily, sleep well, and work out now and then, if not every day. Proper treatment of your body improves your physical and mental health. It conjointly offers you the facility to regulate your emotions and behaviors at work and at home. Moreover, exercise helps lower levels of stress hormones, which will be a colossal help when you work. Positive thinking. Being optimistic positivity can significantly impact your physical and mental health. That doesn't mean you ignore reality or make light of difficulties. The idea is to look for the positives in every situation. In other words, it is not a matter of ignoring reality or ignoring problems, and it is a matter of accepting good and bad things in life with the expectation of success. There have been many studies on how optimism impacts mental and physical health. It's not always clear which comes first, the positive attitude or the benefits. However, staying positive has no downside. Time management. Your ability to manage your time well will allow you to schedule your daily tasks to the extent that you can accomplish as much as possible in a day without procrastinating. The more you complete work tasks, the more motivated you will be to move on to the next. Goal setting and teamwork. In cooperation with a team, goal helps to keep our eyes on the prize, focused on success and hyper-productivity. When we have a defined result, it's much easier to stay hyper-productive and in a deep workflow. Having a team goal ensures all participants stay on track and focus on the same objective, no matter how isolated their tasks seem. The steps for setting goals for a team. Determine the outcome. Have the members set their own goals, set deadlines, make necessary adjustments.